All right, and we are back. Are you ready? Luria, how's it going? I see you're in the house.
I am so excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Luria, it's been so fun watching your career with live streaming pros. We've gathered so much inspiration through what you do. So I'm so excited. We decided, you and I chatted. We said, let's talk about live streaming and your business, that being you guys watching today. What can we do, Luria, to increase our business, make some money, right? And help the world?
Yes. So much, which we're going to dive into today. Of course, I am talking about your business, like Paul just said, and there's so much potential. I mean, after all, live streaming is the most powerful way to grow your business. Whether you're a creator, a solopreneur, an entrepreneur, a small or big business owner, a church, or even if you work within somebody else's business, you can establish yourself as the person in that business to grow revenue through your live streaming and make yourself incredibly valuable to that company. So no matter what you do, if it's your business, somebody else's business, no matter what kind of content you might be thinking about creating, no matter what products or services you might be thinking about offering or already do, this year, live streaming blew up. So it is totally possible to do what you want and what you desire in the world of live streaming. I was quoted in a Mashable article this year talking about how the world has never, ever before taken live streaming so seriously. I don't know if you agree with me, Paul, and everybody else, but oh my gosh, it's been amazing. After 15 years. I've been doing this stuff for 15 years, and I've seen all of the ups and downs. I've seen all of the booms, and there's never been a boom like 2020. So my business actually tripled in revenue, and I was able to hire new team members. My students saw revenue growth between 2 and 5 times, and sometimes more, as you're about to see, that they were making the year before. And those who saw a loss in revenue were able to pivot and save their business, even when we get back into in-person offerings, like the panel was just talking about before. These students, and you still have this potential, they are going to have brand new additional income streams so that they see bigger growth. That's what's so exciting about all of the pivots that happened this year. So for example, Ben doubled annual revenue and slashed overheads. Kitty doubled revenue, added more staff. Fiona, unfortunately, her in-person painting workshops went away, right? But they saw 4 months in a row, 5 times the revenue growth. And she was able to take that and invest it into her own business so that she could make the pivot fully online, which she hadn't been able to do before. And live is the cornerstone to her business. Paul Williamson lost his job. Let's not sugarcoat it. 2020 was hard. Lots of people lost their jobs, but it gave him the fire he needed to be able to build his social platform. And little known fact here, this is really cool. He was able to increase his channel subscribers by 2,052.5%. That's a crazy amount, over a 2,000% increase from his channel subscribers because he took action and was able to make $80,000 from an event. Joshua, unfortunately, lost $150,000 in public speaking money, right? And revenue from that his public speaking business. But digital sales were up 255%. That's crazy. Oh, and this is a good one. So Michael Hyatt's revenue is up 16%, profit up 76% because production expenses dropped because of the pivot from live events to virtual events. And what's more is that, like I was saying earlier, he was able to, in his business, actually pivot to that online world. But what's going to happen as soon as things start opening up again, there's going to be that new revenue source to offer virtual events. Now that they've worked out all the kinks and they've figured out the solutions, they will be able to have even more revenue from that. So while there is a lot of bad that happened in 2020, there's also a ton of potential good. And what's more is they pivoted, they actually changed to a 6-hour workday company-wide, and they're still more productive. So there was a lot of growth from that. Mike, up 27%, profit up due to the lack of travel. So look for the silver lining in what happened. And the truth is, the people who not only survived, but thrived this year are the people who were able to pivot quickly, who looked for opportunities to help and support each other rather than choose to see the world as this disastrous thing. And these were the people who took action despite the fact that it was uncomfortable, who chose to look deep inside of themselves and want to go forward faster, and chose to step out of their comfort zone, did the hard things, made lemons out of lemonade, if we want to call it that, right? And they went haywire with their results. So here's the thing. If you weren't one of those people to thrive this year, the great news is it is really not too late for you. Live streaming is not going anywhere. This is not a phase. This year was probably the hardest, craziest year most of us have ever experienced. But you have two choices going forward. You can, and this is a little bit of tough love for you. I think some people need to hear it. You can crawl into your hidey hole and you can lick your wounds and you can be sad about what changed and what you lost, or you can choose to step up. And you can choose to play a bigger game, as my mentor and friend, Amy Porterfield, always says. She has taught me to play a bigger game in my own business. And I would encourage you to play that bigger game. Don't just sit by while the world is changing. Change with it, pivot with it, and make something bigger. In 2020, live streaming changed from something that you could and should do. People were putting it off. They were thinking about it. Yeah, I know I should do that, but, right? And it changed to something that you now must do. And here's the thing that I want you to hear. You're going to do this. You're going to make all of these changes and this business growth, not only by your knowledge and your skills. Of course, that's a part of the equation, but you're also going to do this by tapping into your uniquely you personality so that you can not only grow your business, but also, much more importantly, have a bigger impact on the people that you attract. You are going to tap into that person that you've always hidden away because you're afraid of what people might think or say, that person that you know you can be. Maybe it's in the back of your brain. You kind of feel it, you think about it, but you push it back because it's uncomfortable, because it's new, because it's different, because you're gonna have to do hard things. But this brain is stopping you from becoming that bigger version of yourself. And you're going to do bigger things than you ever imagined if only you allow yourself to. And in the process, you are going to grow your business in new and interesting ways. So whether you are already streaming or you are about to start, you can generate more revenue, grow your business, and live streaming is the most powerful way to do this. So are you ready to dig in? I want big yeses in the comments. Are you ready to dig into how all of this works and what the possibilities are for you and your business? And I want you to keep an open mind. If I don't call out something that you have in mind, it doesn't mean it's not possible. What is possible is only up to you. So get creative, keep the open mind. You have a lot of great sessions during this summit, and you have amazingly smart people to lean on and to brainstorm with. So there are two ways to implement live streaming in your business. You can go behind the scenes, which I know a lot of people love to think about. Like, let me just do this for other people, like put them out front. And that's totally possible. Or you can step in front of the camera. And if you're thinking, oh no, no. I have a face for radio. I do not want to be in front of the camera. I am going to talk to you and try and convince you to do just that, because that is where you are going to shine and you are going to step into that bigger version of yourself. But let's talk about behind the scenes. So you can level up your company's existing productions or maybe kickstart the effort if they're not doing it already. So if you work in somebody else's business, then you are able to say, hey, like this is kickstart this process if they're not already doing it. This is what live streaming can do for us, right? We can grow the business. We can create connections with our customers. We can do amazing things with live streaming, and you can be the kickstart for this. Now, this is really cool. Whoops. I have to put this full screen because John actually just showed me this yesterday. He said, thank you so much for teaching me a lot. My performance review at work this week was rated outstanding. He does streaming in somebody else's company, I should say. They mentioned amazing growth in my tech knowledge. How freaking cool is that? Nobody else is going to do this in the company. So if you are in somebody else's company and you think that live streaming can be something that you could help implement, that you could be in front of the camera or behind the scenes, you have the potential to make yourself vital to that company, because I guarantee you other people are not going to do it. It's hard, let's not sugarcoat it. Some of this stuff is hard, but it doesn't have to be hard. It can be one step at a time, one foot in front of the other. So you have that potential. You can also run live stream productions for clients. Let's say you're already in the production business. You know how to run live streams and you're doing it for a company. Well, hey, you could do this for your own clients and build a business out of this. Daniel did just that this year when he lost his business. Unfortunately, a lot of people lost a lot of things, but Daniel didn't whine about it. What he did instead was he started producing other people's streams and offering other services along with it. And he was able to help that first client generate tens of thousands of dollars instead of the $0 that he would have by not having physical classes available to him. How amazing would it be to help other people and to be a part of that journey for other people? One of my co-hosts on Geeks Live, David Foster, one of my co-hosts on Live Streaming Pros, David Foster, he has his business, Geeks Live, and he does just this as well. He runs Morning Invest, Clayton Morris. They get thousands, I think, 5,000-7,000 simultaneous live viewers, and he does this as a business. So this is something that is possible. But let's talk about this for a second. If you want to do this all behind the scenes, here's the potential issue. You could use traditional services, traditional marketing, methods. You could build your business all behind the scenes. You can do that. It is possible. You never have to step in front of the camera. But I guarantee you in 2021, because I've already seen it happen in 2020, big time, the marketplace is going to be full of people doing just this, producing streams for other people, for clients. And how are you going to step outside of the box? How are you going to stand out? Well, by stepping in front of the camera, by making a name for yourself, by showing people and attracting people that are going to be ideal clients for you. Because if you are going to do the client thing, the worst thing in the world is to actually work with just people that you get. You want to be able to choose your clients so that you're working with people who match your personality, who you love. And you do this by building a name for yourself, by attracting the right kind of clients for you. So you can get in front of the camera. Now, one thing is, you could be an influencer. You could be an on-camera host to create videos for companies. That's a possibility. But you kind of have to, in order to do the influencer thing, be creating your own content. That's just a thing. People want to see what you do, right? So then the other option is to create personality-based content to grow your business. And this is what I call uniquely you content. Okay. We're going to dig into this concept a lot more at the end of this, but it is all about producing content that is your personality, that is going to attract the people that are going to freaking love you. So when you're going to create uniquely you content, whether you're a creator, whether you're an entrepreneur, a business owner, a church, an online or in-person company, I don't care what it is you identify as, you have the possibility to do all of this. You can sell your products, whether that's physical consumer products like crafts or grills. I have a student who sells grills on live video, clothes, art, or you produce your own products and services. You can sell this stuff on live video, or you have services. You can attract the clients that want to buy your services, consulting, live production, like we were talking about, live trainings. If you offer coaching, speaker, or maybe you're an author, or maybe you don't have anything yet. How many of you have nothing yet? Give me a big raise hand in the comments. That's okay too, because you can get started creating content, building a name for yourself, doing the live streams. And when you have something to offer, then you're going to have an audience who is primed and ready to buy from you. So let's talk about the different ways that you can make money. Content that sells your products or services directly. This is what I do at Live Streaming Pros. I create content, educational content. I teach people how to create professional live streams that are uniquely you. And I walk you through all of the details, what gear to buy, what strategies to use. And we have trainings that people can buy, right? Or in our Streamer Accelerator program, which is coaching and support, help answer tech questions. We offer Zoom calls on a weekly basis, right? Products and services that you own, that you control, you can so easily sell this stuff through live video. And it is powerful, powerful stuff because you're creating that relationship. Or live sales. How many of you have seen a live sale? I would love for you to type that in the chat. How many of you have seen live sales? Because this is actually something that I discovered most people don't know exist in the world of live streaming. This is where, so Amy Joy, I'll just give you an example here. Amy Joy and Scott, they do this on live streaming. They sell clothes and it's so engaging. It's so funny because most people don't think that they can do live streaming to sell, right? And you totally can. This is a huge, huge thing that a lot of people do. So you can sell clothes, you can sell physical products of any kind, you can sell digital products this way as well. I've done that, but she literally tries on the clothes, she shows them off, she demos them, she talks about what is available, and people buy during that sale. And they have a whole system for it. And Facebook is actually going to be coming out with live shopping, which helps you do this, which gives you some features that will make this a lot easier. But it's so engaging. She knows her audience. She talks to them. She engages with them. She asks them questions. Think QVC. This is live streaming, QVC style. Affiliate revenue. This is a really easy way to start making money with live streaming and build a business based out of trust. So affiliate marketing or our affiliate revenue makes up about 30% of live streaming pros' business. And we are a multiple six-figure business. And so we're bringing in 30% of that through affiliates. Now, even from a starter position, if you're not making that much money yet, you can start to pay the bills through affiliate marketing. You need to be able to be trustworthy through that process, though. Donations is another thing. I don't care what platform you're on, you can get donations. So super chats, donations through any other thing like PayPal. This is a picture. Now I stay away from animated videos on presentations, but think about this as an animation. So when we get a super chat on YouTube, then what happens is Abby, that's my dog, she pops up and she starts playing the guitar. Or she'll play the saxophone, or she'll play the bass. Like it cycles through. So nobody knows what they're going to get when they super chat. So it's like a gamification process at the same time. And people donate in order to support us, but also to have fun. It is a total gamification process. And the more you can tap into that, the better. Sponsorships. This is an obvious one. Sponsorships are really a powerful way to connect with businesses who can support your audience and to support you at the same time, right? And the more connected and obvious that sponsorship is, the better off you'll be. Memberships. These are also something that you can do through Facebook or YouTube. You have to hit certain thresholds in order to activate these, but memberships are also a possibility. Give people incentive to provide you a monthly fee or a monthly fee to get those incentives, whether that's extra content, more access to you, t-shirts, whatever it is you can think about. And if you have questions about any of this stuff, I will totally love to answer them in the breakout session. Indirect revenue. This indirect revenue, you're definitely just creating a name for yourself in this, right? So you create your name and people will come to you with opportunities. The more you do, the more you present, the more you put out there, people will come to you with opportunities. And those could range from speaking opportunities to book deals to who knows what. And all of the other things as well, right? Somebody might want to sponsor you because of it. But local businesses can do this really in a great way, because if you're a local business, you can make a name for yourself and you can start to build that know, like, and trust with your audience, create the connection. And the people who are local, they are going to be more willing to buy from you, even in a virtual world, because they know you're local, right? So that is something to keep in mind. You don't necessarily have to do direct revenue sources. It also benefits indirectly. So how do you do this? Well, step one is to create intentional content. And this is really about creating valuable content that educates. You have four intentions that you can work off of. Education, which is like what I do. If you've ever seen my show, you know I'm constantly educating. And then you have inspiration. Inspiration can come in many, many different forms. Entertainment, those super chats that I talked about, right? A video playing from Abby. Entertainment in terms of your personality, which we'll talk about. All of that can be entertainment. Entertainment comes in so many different forms, but it is something that is incredibly valuable to your audience. Connection, literally just connecting to other people, creating a community that love what you do and want to chat with you. James DeLong is one of my students who does crocheting, and he created a community through live streaming, and he had no business intention behind it whatsoever. He wanted to learn how to crochet. He wasn't even teaching it. He wanted to learn it. So he went live and he invited other people to help him learn how, or to learn along with him. He watched videos on his live stream, tutorial videos, and he would do it. And he had multiple camera angles showing all of the different things. he would learn, he would mess up, he would joke about it, his audience would help him out. And he grew an incredibly engaged community just through this connection. No intention behind it other than that. And he grew such a big community that Facebook came to him and featured him. They were like, we love what you're doing. This is amazing. We're going to feature you all over the place, talk about you, promote you. And now he has actually built a business out of it. And he is making a lot of money through that connection intention. So if you can do more than one of those intentions at once, let's say you're educating and entertaining, or educating and inspiring, or inspiring and connecting, whatever combo, if you can do all four, hey, you're killing it. So you can do multiples, not only one in a stream. Number two, step two, is to do what I call live for leads. So live for leads is when you actually are creating that content regularly so that you are building trust with your audience and you're generating leads for your business. You're creating the trust. That's the next obvious step, is to go onto your email list or subscribe. And you're deepening that relationship through the lead generation process. Now, you want to do this same day, same time, every week. If you're going to create this type of content, you want to put yourself out there. And we're going to talk about putting yourself out there here in a few minutes. Live for launches is your step three. Build buzz leading up to a promotion and make your launches a celebration. This is so much fun because you can really you can have so much fun through selling on live. This is an example of our Black Friday sale where we had a discount on our Streamer Accelerator program. Callie, who is our content manager, our community care hero, she was on green screen hitting a piñata every single time that somebody bought the thing that we were asking them to buy. You can make selling and revenue generation fun and engaging and exciting. I have been able to turn strangers into buyers in 1 hour within that 1 hour live stream a lot, over and over and over, just by doing the things through live streaming that I'm talking about. But let's have a reality check real quick. This stuff takes time. It is not just boom, done, right? But if you start now, you can build the audience towards it. And connection, not perfection. This is really, really important. I want you to focus not on perfection, but that connection with your audience and building that relationship. Live is the fastest way to build the relationship with your audience. And you do this by being uniquely you, by tapping into the personality that you can deliver and only you can deliver to your audience. I always say you must be engaging to get engagement. If you want growth and attraction in any way, this is how you're going to do that. You get rid of fake authenticity. You step beyond the fake authenticity that's ruling the world right now. Just look at Instagram. Everybody's saying I'm authentic. Hey, I'm authentic, but they're not really living it. It's a practiced, it's a packaged version of themselves because they're not willing to let the audience see who they really are, because they're fearful of being truly vulnerable. You don't have to cry. Being vulnerable means that you are embracing your flaws and all. That means that you tap into your personality. And the easiest way to do that is by things like, what do you like to eat? Integrate your puppies. This is Abby, your dogs, your cats, your kids, integrate personal things into your content, mix that with your education, and you're going to see results in terms of people connecting to you. That's what I call professionality. So I could go through some more examples, but I always have these flaws that I think about, I say weird phrases because my mind is moving too fast for my brain. My brain is moving too fast for my mouth. And so I always wind up saying like weird phrases. I'm always fearful of that, but my audience loves it. I let it out. I allow people to embrace me as I am. And that is why I am able to take people from stranger to buyer, because they feel like they finally know me. So here is the truth. You can actually generate more revenue. You can grow your business, and live streaming is the most powerful way to do this. I would love, love, love to see you and support you and walk through that journey with you. In reality, here's the thing, you need to take action. At the end of the day, this conference is going to hold a lot of information. Take all of your notes. You've got amazing speakers, so much information, so many creative ways to accomplish all of the things that we're talking about here in the summit. I want you to write all of those notes down. And at the end of this summit, do not forget to do this one thing. Choose one action that you're going to take. Make sure that you don't get overwhelmed with all of the things you could do. I want you to focus and get specific. What one thing are you going to do to take action into 2021 and build your business through live streaming? You got this. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Luria. There's a whole group of people waiting to chat with you in our Zoom breakout session.
Well, so nice to see you, by the way.
You too. I miss you guys.
I know. We miss you. That was awesome. The chat's blowing up. We're getting some excellent comments.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait to answer all your questions. I'll be right over.
Thanks, Luria.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Well, coming up next is a studio tour with Stephen Haywood. Stephen has been in the broadcast industry for over 10 years.
Yeah, I can't wait to check out some of his tech gear that he's got there, and maybe even some of his games.
Yes, he's got some really cool games. By the way, speaking of gaming, I wanted to let everybody know, on Twitch, you can, if you go to twitch.tv/sgeeks, you can control a PTZ camera in our studio. Pretty cool kind of behind the scenes thing. You can go twitch.tv/sgeeks. We have a PTZ Optics camera set up with the Twitch extension that allows you to control it. But we got a quick video, and then we are going to go over to Stephen Haywood's studio. So stick with us, guys. We'll be back in a minute.